Guys, make sure to stay until the end. One common mistake, if you make that mistake, guys, we'll talk about what it is. It can actually cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW 5 Series generation F10 F11 from year 2010 to year 2017. If you have one of those, if you have a problem where you have a warning on the dash that says battery discharging while stopped, stay with us. We'll explain what often causes that, how we can fix it, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping. That way you do not waste money and time. Why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. All that will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Make sure to stay until the end. Before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us, guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos, guys. We take them completely apart. We show you how to do almost anything. Transmissions, engines, bodywork, codes, fuses. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. That way we can keep making these free videos. Now, guys, we took pictures of every fuse box in that BMW, okay? Every fuse box, so we can clearly, guys, show you where everything is located, so you can clearly see the fuses, because otherwise they're hidden in places where practically we cannot get the camera. So we're going to show you one by one. Okay, we have video about every single fuse, every single relay. So let's say you're in the middle of nowhere, you need to, guys, okay, find where the fuel pump fuse is located. All you have to do, watch our video. It will take you probably, guys, less than 2 minutes, replace that fuse and you're back on the road. Otherwise you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere, guys. We make those videos for your convenience. Now, we'll make video for every single fuse and every single relay, guys, and we have more than 14,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channel. Check it out, they can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. So if you have a problem where you have a warning that says battery discharging while stopped, what you need to check on that BMW here. Multiple things can cause it, we'll talk about that. But the first thing, always check your fuse for the battery sensor, guys. You gotta make sure that this fuse is good, where it's located. Now that BMW has hidden fuse boxes all over the car, and we recommend, if you have one of them, 9 out of 10 people do not know where they're located. Check out the video on our YouTube channel about fuse box location on BMW F10 F11, that will teach you all about that. But what you guys need to do, open the trunk. On the right side you have that cover, you just pull it, behind it you have a fuse box like this one. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So let us tell you guys why it's super important to test fuses and relays. Fuses, guys, sometimes are really hard to know if they're burnt or not. For instance, I'm going to pull one fuse here, okay, and sometimes you cannot clearly see if they're good, they're bad. And let's say you think you have a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up having problems again, and you spend time, money, you buy parts, diagnostics, you pay for services that you don't need, guys. You practically wasted your money. So all you have to do, check your fuses, that way you don't waste money, guys. So always test your fuses, even if you think it's good. Always test it. It even happened to us, guys, okay, and we work on cars all the time. Another thing, always test your relays. They're a little bit harder to test, but if you want to see, guys, how to test fuse relays, we will put a link in the description of the video below. But we've seen so many customers that think that they have a good fuse, they put it back in, they waste their money on parts and diagnostic that they practically, guys, do not need. So check out the link in the description of the video below, how to test the fuse and how to test the relay as well. So guys, if you want to buy fuses, relays, parts, tools at a really good price, quick shipping as well, guys, we're going to put a link in the description of the video below, guys. Make sure you get some for peace of mind, and you can put some spare ones in the glove box. The BMS or the battery sensor, one fuse will need to be checked, then we'll explain what else can cause it. Make sure you stay until the end. We want to share one good advice with you, that way you do not end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere. Coming in that row of fuses here, you need to check fuse number 107, that's for the battery sensor. Now guys, if you have a problem, okay, with battery discharging while stopped, other things that we see quite often could be accessories plugged into the power outlets. Sometimes like dash cameras, things like that can cause it, and it can deactivate the power outlets. Another thing, guys, okay, that we noticed, if you have a weak old battery, often that message will pop up. The battery will be discharging on its own in some cases, and that will be caused, okay, because it's practically old. So old battery can give you that message, and in some cases it could be a bad alternator. Not very often, but we've seen it happen one time where the alternator had a bad diode. The diode practically it lets the current from the alternator go to the battery, but not the other way around. So if you have a bad diode, it can discharge your battery and you can get that message too. Those are some of the most common things that we see in the garage, but number one, check your battery and fuse. So you guys have all kinds of different fuses, relays, okay, in that car. So what we recommend, guys, okay, buy some spare fuses, relays, put them in the glove box for a peace of mind. One time we needed a replacement, we couldn't get one, okay, and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere. So always keep some spare fuses and relays in your glove box, guys. That way you don't end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere like it happened to us. Hopefully the video was helpful, guys. Thank you for watching and see you next time.